Well, let's welcome on board our guest on the show as well, Kunal Bothra, as well as Naresh Marani with us. Kunal, what do you make of the market setup?
Well, nothing to complain. 50 points up for the index. 17,800 is where we are nearing for the Nifty in terms of spot levels. And also, I think on the Bank Nifty, we've shown another day of consecutive price uptake. Even though the magnitude of uptake for the banking index is not as strong as what we probably have seen over the last many days consecutively. But then no complaints as such, because many of the larger cap names, the likes of SBI, Bank of Baroda, etc., these stocks are seeing a strong follow-through price action for themselves on the upside. So overall, I think it's a very healthy kind of a market. Indicates that the indices or the uptrend is here to continue for the indices. Traders should hold on to their long positions for the index, something which we've initiated in a couple of days back as well.
All right, it sure is a hectic day in terms of news flow, because apart from all that Anisha mentioned, results trickling in on your screens, some of the other newsmakers as well that we can highlight as well that are in the spotlight on the price and volume action, some of the volume buzzers in trade. Atulotto, for instance, there's been a breakdown. There's been 6 straight sessions of consolidation, and now the stock has formed a bearish engulfing pattern on the weekly chart. There you have it at about 377.9. RVNL, and yes, a lot of those rail stocks have been chugging along. Today we had an interesting discussion as well with Vinayak Chatterjee on the road ahead for a lot of these companies, and he said that the order book outlook looks very optimistic all round. The stock has hit an all-time high intraday, and in the last 2 sessions has gained close to 20%, but of course a bulk of that taking place today. And BSE, the stock's seen a breakout from the cup and handle chart pattern. It snapped its 8-month losing streak with volumes at about 6.3 times the last 10-day average. Kunal, are you jealous that we're using all these fancy technical terms also, cup and handle, higher lows and all that?
I'm happy learning the progress of all of you guys.
Okay, so do you want to talk about any of these stocks that I highlighted? What your views are on the charts, RVNL, Atulotto, BSE?
So BSE is interesting because I think BSE and CDSL are the two important stocks which we generally benchmark to see how the retail activity has shaped up. And you look at the last 1 month, and exactly 1 month back, at the fag end of the month of March, these stocks were trading at their multi-week lows. And in the last 1 month, we've seen almost like a vertical rise for these names. CDSL, I think, on an intraday basis today managed to cross back about the 1,000 levels. It scaled down a little bit, but then I think the recovery in the last 1 month just gives an indication that the retail activity is picked up again in the overall markets. The trend is here to sustain for these stocks, and I think these are classical opportunities. So if these kind of stocks, they come back to their major support points, for example, for CDSL, that was around 900 odd levels or sub 900 mark. Those are classical entry points for someone who's looking out to buy from a long-term play.